Hi everyone, I'm Rishabh and today we are going to create a CyberSource payment gateway extension in Bagisto. As you all know that payment gateways are plays a very vital role when it comes to e-commerce. So CyberSource payment gateway is the solution that enables you to credit and debit card payments online or around the world. It processes each transaction securely from start to finish. So this is the official blog presented over here of how to create a CyberSource payment gateway extension. So firstly, this is the admin panel of our Bagisto and this is the storefront. You can change the color theme according to the dark theme or light theme. So we are going to create an extension for the version 2.1.2 that is latest. So open that in the code editor. There is a step-by-step tutorial of how to create an extension. So firstly we are going with the module setup. So for module setup you have to create a CyberSource folder inside the web pool folder that is presented over here. Inside the packages there is a folder by the name of webcool and we are going to create a CyberSource module. And now we are again going to create one src folder inside it. As you can see, all the modules are been registered over here and lies in the same manner like module name then src. So same we have to do it for the CyberSource as well. So now moving ahead, now we have to register this in the composer.json file. So the question arises, where is that file located? So this file is located in the root directory of our Bagisto. Here is the composer.json file and these are all the registered modules we are going to create just below it in the name of CyberSource. Save this file. Now moving ahead, we are again going to register in the app.php file inside the config folder. So this file is also located in the root of our Bagisto inside the config. There is a file presented by the name of app.php. Open this. You will able to see your one provider array there. All the service providers are being registered. You have to create it right below. So right now this is giving us a kind of error because our product providers is not being created yet. So you need to create a providers now. Save this file. Now in the config bagisto white.php file is there. We are going to paste it in the bagisto white.php file. So this file is presented over here in the writer section. I'm placing here. Now save this file. Moving forward, we are going to place in the verify csrf token file now inside the $accept variables. Inside the, I'm closing all the files right now. Inside app http middleware folder app, http middleware, and this is the file we have to make and change in the $accept variable. Place that line of code and save this file. Now moving ahead, so we are going to create an providers which we added in the app.php file that was giving an error at that time because we have not created that. So now I'm creating a providers inside the src folder, and the file name has been written over there. Kindly make sure the file name will get resemble to your module name because they are correlated with each other. Like CyberSource service provider, so the CyberSource name will be there in the same manner in the case sensitive camel case. And same we have, you can check it over here for the category as well. In the provider there is a category service provider, in the attribute there is a attribute service provider, so we have to apply it in the same manner for the CyberSource as well. Now moving ahead, so this is the CyberSource service provider file. I'm placing this file there. This file contains two methods, one is boot method and another one is register method. So after you make any kind of changes like in the resources, in the views, in the database, you have to mention it over here in these methods. So this file is responsible for that. So now we are going to register our package. So for that I'm hitting this command, that is composer dump auto load. Now our package is ready to use. Now moving ahead, now we are going to create a custom configurations. So let me show you what are the configurations look like. So go into this configure menu, there is one payment method. So these are all the default payment methods which Bagisto will provide. You can see over here. So we are going to create this configuration in this configure part after creating that file. So for this you have to create a config folder for that. Config folder, inside it there is a file that is system.php. This file is basically responsible for the configurations, and this is the code. I need to place it over there. These are the configurations which we already created there. So like what are the configurations? There is a name, fields, title name, depends, descriptions, image, sandbox, profiles, and all the configurations are being presented over here. Now we are again going to create one more file in the same folder, that is config, that is payment methods.php. I'm copying this file and placing it over here. Like what is the code, what is the title will be there. This is the class which we didn't created yet, but we are going to create a one payment folder, and inside this we have to create a cybersource.php file. I will let you know further that what is the use of this file. Save this file and moving ahead. Now you can check it. Our package is not registered yet because we are not registered in the boot method. So we are going to load this package from the configurations from the package. This is the code. We need to register in the service provider, that is CyberSource, and I'm placing it here. So we have created a new function, that is register config, which we just used it there, and now we have used the merge config from, and inside that we have mentioned our file name, both the file names, that is system.php and payment methods.php. Now our package configuration will get loaded. I'm clearing a cache right now. As you can see, the configuration is being created successfully, but this is not created, like translation is been not covered into this, because we have not created an app.php file, which we going to create in the resources. So this is, that's why the translation is looking like this. Now moving ahead, now it's time to create our routes. To know detail about routes, you can follow our Laravel documentation over here. So for that, we need to create a one routes folder inside the src. And now we are going to create two files, that is frontroutes.php and one more file, that is web.php. This web.php file is just to include the frontroutes.php file. I will show you the code. This is for the front routes. So in this file, like, this is the methods, get, post has been written over here, a process of payment, cancel the payment after all the payments will be done. So this will get called here. This is the CyberSource service source controller. This is the controller file name, which we haven't created yet. So that's why the error message is going to like this. So after we have created a controller, then this error will get resolved. So this is the controller class is been called over here. Now this is the web.php file. So this file is including frontroutes.php file required. Now we need to load this routes in the same service provider in the boot method. So we have loaded the routes migrations. Now the structure will look something like this, as you can see over here. Save this file. Right now I'm closing all these files right now. And moving further to create a controller. Same, you can follow the Laravel documentation, that what is controller and what is the use to create a controller. Now you need to create one HTTP folder inside the same path. Then controllers folder. Inside the HTTP there is a controllers, and then there is a file name, that is controller.php. This file extends the base controller. And one more file, that is our official controller file, that is CyberSource controller.php, which we have mentioned in the routes as well. So two files need to be created there. Structure will look like this, as you can see over here. Now this is the controller file, controller.php. This one, it will extend the base controller, and one more file, that is CyberSource controller.php. What is happening in this file? This is, we have used the order repository, invoice repository, create an object in the constructor. This is the sign params which we needs to be created by the CyberSource. Build data sign function has been created. This is the redirection. We have find a shipping rate, discounted amount. These are the variables. This is the amount, and currency has been there. These are all the fields which we need to fill it in the form. And processing payment function has been created. We have earned an invoice from that, created a two invoice data according to our needs. Same we have created here also. And this is the cancel payment, because after the order sometimes you need to cancel your order, so that functionality will go from here. Save this file. Now moving ahead to create a payment folder in the same path. And create one cybersource.php file. This file is responsible for the image that will be visible on that checkout page. It will get the image and redirect the URL. So we have mentioned this CyberSource class here as well, as you can see over here, that is payment CyberSource, to load the image and redirect the URL. Now moving ahead, now it's time to create views. Views mean that are visible on the front end or admin part, both. So we are going to create a resources folder at the same directory. Now inside that we need to create another folder that is by the name of views. Now create a file by the name of CyberSource redirect blade.php. This file is responsible to show that redirection page after clicking on order place button. Save this file. Now the structure will look something like this. Now we need to load our package from the views. Copy this and place it inside the boot method. Boot method is in our respective service provider here. Save this. Now moving ahead. Now it's time to create a locales. Locales are the languages which we going to create and handles the translations. Like right now, this translation is looking like this. So this will help to create in the corrected in your language. So I will show you an example of translation in English. Create a lang folder inside the resources, that is here, create a new folder by the name of line. Now create, these are the codes, like for the English there is an en, for Hindi there is hi. We have total 19 language translations. You can check in our official repository as well. I will show you there. SRC. These are all the 19 language translation will be there. You can directly clone this from the official repository as well. Now inside the line folder, we are going to create a en folder for the English. These are basically the codes of particular language. Now create app.php file inside the same folder. And add all the translations. Copy this, place it over here, like save this file. Now check, not registered because we have not registered in our respective service provider yet. Copy this and place it here. Save this file, clearing the cache. Now check. See, the translations are been usable successfully. Like for the enable, there is enable title, image resolution. We have all the translations are been there. Done. Now moving further. Now we are going to clear the cache and checking the output. So I'm creating a one product, adding to the cart. Checking out. Proceed. See, our new payment gateway is been created successfully. So you need to make some configurations in this. After that, you will be able to check out. So now you need to enter your credentials. You will be able to log in to this official cybersource.com test. Now you need to edit some configuration which we added in the readme file here. Now go to this payment configuration part. This is the payment configuration part. Go to this secure acceptance setting. Now edit the profile, confirm. This is the one. Go to customer response, enter your URL over here, and before this domain which we mentioned over here as well, you place your domain, and then this from here, and click on hosted by you at here as well. Now click on to this promote profile, confirm. This has been success. Now I will try to check out. This is refreshing the page, and you will get redirected to this payment details. Now select your card type, enter this. As you can see, the order has been placed successfully. So by this you can create your own payment gateway extension. So don't forget to like, comment and share this video and hit the bell icon for the upcoming notification and upcoming videos. Thank you.